essential stretches too. This is a little stretching routine that I do every morning to keep my natural mobility alive. When we go older, a lot of that mobility goes a little bit away, and this is kind of to combat this. So let's get started. And first, notice where your breath is. And then on the next breath in, you're going to put your arms all the way up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5 times. 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out all the way down to wherever you can. Flex your lower back and just hang here for 2 breaths. And try to get your hands down to the floor, right and left next to your feet, all until your palm is all the way down by bending your knees. Then take your left foot backwards, keep your right foot forward. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it a little bit better. And basically you're going to build a bridge between the 2 legs. Really work on the neutral bridge. What I mean by that this is about 90 degrees and the back foot is nice and straight. And then open your right arm all the way up to the sky and work on neutralization of everything. Breathe a couple of times. Then turn to the other side if you can. If you cannot, just stay there. But still try to work on this side too. Because thoracic rotation, we need to both directions. And a couple of breaths. Neutralize everything. Drop that hand back down to the floor. Now bring the other foot back to meet the other foot. And now we're going to hold the plank position for like 2 breaths. Again, notice neutralization again, head movement and all these little small things that we always do. Then drop your knees down to the floor, flatten your toes out, cobra. And then put your right hip to the floor, try to reach the left hip to the floor, right hip again to stretch your obliques nicely. And then tuck your toes back under. Put your butt up in the air again. Now the goal is to basically get your heels down to the floor, shoulders as neutral as possible next to your ears. And then prepare to bring your right foot forward again and try to get it right in between your hands. If you need to do a couple of steps in between, that's fine. Now drop your knee down, your left knee down to the floor, flatten your toes out, and push forward into your hip. Really stretch your hip flexion out. Again, keep a couple of breaths here. Then tuck your toes back under and bring that foot back to meet the other foot. And then slowly but surely, vertebra by vertebra, roll through your spine until you come to full standing again. Now I'm turning it back to the camera. Again, know where your breath is. Breath in. Up, extend your spine. Down, flexion. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out all the way down. However far you can go. I go to the side again. And hang here. Couple of breaths. Then bend your knees until your palms are on the floor. Now you're going to take your right foot backwards, the left foot forward. Again, first work on your neutralization of the knee, everything perfect harmony, whatever your perfect harmony is too. Couple of breaths here and then open up. This time the left hand goes up first. And then twist to the other side. The right one comes up. Again, neutralize. Make sure the knee is up. Bring it back down. Prepare to bring the other foot backwards. And meet the other foot. Plank position. Neutralize your head, shoulders. 2 nice breaths. Knees down. Flatten your toes out. Cobra. And right goes forward. Left goes forward. Right goes forward. Left goes forward. Toes tucked in again. Push up, down dog. All the way. Here the goal is to get your heels down. Neutralize your shoulders. And then this time bring your left foot forward as far as you can. True goal is and try to get it between your hands again. And first take a little bit neutralization and make sure that you build up your bridge here again, and then drop that knee down, flatten the toes out. 2 breaths into hip flexion. Tuck the toes back under, straighten that knee out, and step right in between 2 hands, and then slowly but surely, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, all the way up. Roll shoulders back. And we're going to do it one more time, both sides. This time I'm going to face you, and I'm going to go quicker through it. So again, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. Hang for 2 breaths. Bend your knees until your hands are flat on the floor. Left foot backwards. Build a bridge, 2 breaths. Right hand goes up. Left hand goes up. Hand comes back down. Other foot meets the other foot. Right foot meets the left foot. Plank position. Neutralize everything. 2 breaths. Knees down to the floor. Flatten your toes out. Cobra. Now tuck your toes back under, butt up in the air, down dog. Try to get your heels down to the floor, neutralize your shoulders, 2 deep breaths. Right foot between your hands, build that bridge. Drop that knee down, flatten your toes out, push into your hip flexion. Toes back under, bridge build up. Step forward, slowly but surely, vertebra by vertebra. Roll through your spine until you come to full standing. Roll your shoulders back. Look forward. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down. Hang for 2 breaths. And slowly bend your knees until your palms are flat on the floor. Now the right foot goes back all the way. Build the bridge, 2 breaths. Left hand goes all the way up. Neutralize, 2 breaths. Hand back down. Other hand goes up. The right hand goes up, 2 breaths. Hand back down. Left foot back to meet the right foot. Build a nice plank. Neutralize everything, 2 breaths. Knees down to the floor, flatten your toes back out. Cobra, and again, right hip forward, left foot hip forward. And again, breathe while you do that. And tuck your toes back under, down dog. Heels down. Now get your left foot all the way into the front, in between your arms, hands, and then drop your right knee down to the floor, flatten your toes out, push into your hip flexion, basically forward into the floor, 2 breaths. Tuck your toes back up, build the bridge, 2 breaths. Step forward, vertebra by vertebra, nice and slow and steady, come up. Hold your shoulders back. Arrive